Welcome back to the Black Light Podcast. LexZo here with another live reaction. Let's make it happen. We got a great show for you guys today. Very eventful. Of course, you want to stick around for the feature presentation. Let's go ahead and take care of housekeeping. Hit the subscribe button and way into the room. Also hit the notification bell so you can be notified every single time we go live. If we reach the goal of $100 in the Cash App, we will come back here tomorrow and react to Kendra G again. All right, big Kendra G week. It's been a lot going on over there. Okay, support the show the best way you can. A free way to support is just to come in and hit the like button. That helps keep the engagement high. If the engagement drops below 50, I'm gonna have to stop the show. All right, we've been having an issue with likes the past maybe 3 or 4 shows. All right, let's get into it. Drop those locations. Let's have a good show, guys. Let's do what we normally do. Okay, drop those locations. Let's have a good one. Mr. Wick in the building. I'm glad you're here. Get your passports. I'm glad you called another show. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am glad that you are here. Marcus Johnson in the building. Drop those locations. Let's make it happen. Edwina was first in the chat. She's representing Las Vegas. How you doing? Let's do good work. We have a demeanor disqualified, then we're going to move on to the business.
You see, stereophonic sound for the home is recorded on 2 separate tracks, each one giving special emphasis to certain sections of the orchestra, as heard from those positions.
My dog died.
When played back simultaneously on 2 separate systems, the sounds are blended together to achieve a new dimension in sound, impossible to attain.
Mama, there goes that man.
Much love to James Dent, but we got to clear the board. We need a new sponsor. Shouts out to James Dent. Much love to everybody who supported yesterday. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Hit the like button as you come into the room. I wonder why I never can see the new comments as they come in. It always does that weird stuff. Okay. The shaming yourself sound comes from the scene in Ali, where Ali went and got his belt back, and he was beating on Bundini for selling his belt. Bundini had got on drugs when Ali, lost his case to the Supreme Court and sold Ali his belt. That's where that comes from. Watch the movie Ali. Yeah. Probably 95% of our sounds are for movies that I love dearly. 95%. Okay, we have to disqualify demeanor. Y'all know what we do. A lot of black women, when talking about why black women marry the least, I think we have to take care of the small maintenance, the minor maintenance also. The fact that a lot of black women don't really know how to carry themselves, just their behavior doesn't seem to have a lot of filtering, and that also is what hurts black women in the dating market. Not just the fact that they're the least submissive, most masculine, but also that you just, I don't know. You guys are late on the fact that you can't twerk publicly and still be viewed as a respectable woman. You guys are just late on certain things. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's break it down.
Hi, Kendra.
Hey, girl, you got good light. I like this. Woo, you got good light. What's your
Much
name,
love,
baby?
RM.
Let him
Micah,
cook.
Micah, where you calling me from?
Peoria, Illinois.
Area, Illinois.
Kendra G Singles, the dating app, is available now on iPhones and Android phones.
Area, Illinois. How old are you?
51.
Okay, 51. You got pink eyeshadow?
Yeah.
Okay, ooh, 51. What you do for a living, honey?
I'm a personal assistant.
Personal assistant. Do you have any
Mhm.
kids?
I have 2.
Those eye piercings above the eyebrows, ladies, I would just stop doing that, man. It's just, it gives off something very rogue, that like this anything goes type of thing. Like, even if you aren't that kind of person.
How old are your 2 kids?
14 and 31.
14 and 31. Both by the same man?
No.
No. Okay. And what's your zodiac sign?
Aries.
Have you ever been married?
Yeah.
When did you get divorced?
2013.
Okay, so 12 years ago.
Yep.
Was you married to one of your kids' fathers?
Yes. My 14-year-old.
The 14-year-old. Okay.
Yeah.
So we got Micah Peoria. Excuse me, Micah Peoria, 51. Personal assistant.
Mm-hmm.
Mom of 2 kids by 2 men. Was once married. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
No games. Like, I am so over the games. Somebody that can hold a decent conversation and mentally stimulate me first.
Okay. All right. What are your deal breakers?
Nobody that is getting out of jail. Nobody.
Okay, now you've tripped the alarm. You've tripped the big girl alarm. Now I have to go to now I have to skip to the Kendra camp, because again, that's something that let's just make sure.
All over my house.
Okay, we see you. You like
Just like I
Like
thought.
Bernice. That's a big bitch.
Just like I thought. Just like I thought. Now, again, to all of my plus size women in the dating market, if you want to have better dating options in the dating market, the first step is getting fit. Of course, this should go without saying. I'm going to tell you who played you. The sisterhood played you. They told you that you all were 10s, no matter where you were. LIZZO, she played you. She made you all confident while being at a disadvantage. Well, I'm here to tell you that the cost of that is that you're relished to the worst men in the dating market. I say this on my show all the time. Big women, you guys put yourself in a situation where you're relished to the men who need somewhere to stay, men who are financially, falling on bad luck, a lot of different type of weird situations when you're not at your best. You guys can say that men are trying to bash you by saying you women need to get fit, but from a big picture standpoint, this puts you women in a safer position in the dating market to be fit. You don't end up dating men who are looking for something to take advantage of other than something to really build with and like grow with. You understand? I'm just surprised that you women are slow on this at this point. The rules haven't changed much. These aren't new rules. These have been the rules since men and women have been around. You're overweight, you're last place. You're overweight, you pay to play. In most cases. There are some overweight women who win. There are some overweight women who end up with high value guys. Like, people will bring up Terrence Crawford's wife. There are people who like there are guys who like their wife might be heavy set. So they think that it's possible for every heavy set woman, but that's not true. Again, you're focused on pink eyeliner and you're putting a bunch of holes in your face when really you need to be in the gym. You need to be working out. Need to find you some fruit to eat on. Put the Popeyes down, get some fruit and some water, some chia seeds, protein, whatever. But Don't come out here talking about I don't want the worst men in the dating market when you're in the basket of group. The overweight women are the worst women in the dating market.
Okay, we see you. You like pink.
I love pink.
It's a lot of pink.
It's my
All right.
happy place.
Okay, I like pink too. When was your last relationship?
2018.
2018. Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
2018.
Okay. Was that the jail guy?
No.
When did the jail guy end?
2014 or something like that.
This is really depressing because instead of addressing why your options are men in jail, you heavyset women just go, I don't want to date any more men who are in jail. You need to figure out why those are your options. That's what you need to be doing. Is figuring out why are these the only men who notice me? Are the men who are fresh out? Somebody says sleep. Man, listen, y'all. I'm gonna need you guys to calm down. YouTube, I cannot control what everybody comments. I'm just a man.
Oh, so that was before.
Oh yeah, and Kendra, to address you, these overweight women, you have a lot of influence in their life. They could use some of that big sister influence about their weight struggles. If you're wondering how to go about it, go over to Ashley Dalton's show. She's doing a lot of things wrong, just like you. But one thing that she's doing a great job of is when heavyset women come on her show, she goes, what are we doing about the weight? What are we doing about the weight, mama? What are we doing about the weight, mama? You know how them Jersey girls talk, you know? She'd be like, what are we gonna do about the weight? You know, and she talks to him real sweet, like, you know what I'm saying? These women could use some of that. If we say it, we hate our mama, sexuality comes into question, all these other weird things. It just, when ladies address the ladies about it, packs a bigger punch, I think. But just supporting these women, knowing you wouldn't trade places with them in a way that makes you a traitor. You the reason why they messed up, why they don't know that they're at a disadvantage. Like there are women like you, when they go out to the club and they like, am I a baddie too? Y'all be like, yeah, you're a baddie too, knowing damn well y'all wouldn't trade places with her. That's what y'all do. Y'all lie to each other. You lie to each other, and then knowing you wouldn't trade places with one another. That's why I always tell women a lot of times, y'all shouldn't be friends with each other because y'all not good at it, for one, and there's too much to lose. There aren't enough men out there for y'all to be like, oh yeah, my homegirl dated her. I can't date him. I can't go behind her. I can't go behind my homegirl. Y'all don't got time for that shit. And to go with it, to compound on top of that, the quality of the friendship isn't good. Y'all don't tell each other the truth. You might as well just stay to yourself and get a man. There'll be more options available to you.
Okay, got you. So
Yeah, I just learned my lesson, but I know a lot of people, so people call me.
I thought the way you said it was he was like the last guy you dated.
No, he wasn't the last guy I dated.
Okay. All right, 2018. So what are we, 2015? So, I mean, 2025.
That nigga
So was that
said
7 years ago?
Sling
8 years
blade.
ago.
Sling
8
blade.
years ago?
Yeah.
No,
I
8
wasn't
years
ready.
ago, been 2026. You said 2018.
Okay, 7 years ago. It was August. It was
Hit the
August
like
28th.
button, guys.
Right.
We just
Okay,
lost
one
like.
of them.
Could y'all hit the
Okay.
like
It's
button?
gonna be this year, August, and this year it'll be 8 years.
Okay. Maybe
And
it's
I'm
8
finna
years.
get
My
off
math
of her.
could be
Y'all
wrong.
tearing
Mine
TT up.
too, but it was 2018.
So now, are you on a celibacy or abstinence journey?
Well, not on
Don't.
purpose, but it's just I've been on a healing journey. I've been on a recovery journey since 2010, and I've worked on myself. I've healed myself. I've completely changed my life, and I know what I want. And I'm just not gonna deal with somebody just to say I have a man.
Got you. Fair enough. All right.
Now, when you're overweight in the dating market, you're putting yourself in a position where when you're overweight in the dating market, you're putting yourself in a situation where you kind of are in a situation where you have to take whatever you can get. I know that like you're trying to resist hard against a reality that you can't escape, but the way to escape it is through literally changing yourself, your physicality. And then you have the nerve to be one of those women who are like top heavy and like you have normal legs, crazy circumstances. But again, it just to be ill built and overweight, all you can do is get fit. That's all you can do. That's really all you can do is get fit. Trying to shame men in the dating market, ma'am, that's not gonna help. Trying to shame like the men that are out there and saying that and try to act like the streets is just full of men in jail, that's not gonna help you. What's gonna help you is just getting fit. Going to the gym, getting fit. And the truth is you're so old, you might be too stuck in your ways. I don't know. I really don't know. We're really having an issue with the weight thing in our community, and then our women are turning around and like, you better marry me. Like, you better marry me while I'm at a disadvantage and while I'm not where I'm supposed to be, black man. Even though I wouldn't make a white man or any other ethnicity of man accept me at a disadvantage. You have to accept me like this.
Okay, what's your name, boo?
I'm Jazz.
What's your name, honey?
Jazz.
Jazz.
Can you hear?
Where you calling me from?
I live in Atlanta.
ATL. How old are you?
28.
Kendra G Singles, the dating app, is available now on iPhones and Android phones.
28. What you do for a living?
I'm an accountant.
Accountant. Do you have any kids?
No kids.
No kids. Have you ever been married?
Yes.
Oh, okay. When did you get divorced?
2020.
Okay, so 5 years ago. So you was 23?
Yes.
How old was you when you got married?
21.
Oh, wow. Okay. And what are you accounting? So what's your zodiac sign?
Leo.
So we got Jazz Atlanta, 28, Leo, accountant, no kids, divorced, was once married. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
I would say someone that's respectful.
Bring the camera, so stay in the middle. There you go.
Can you see me?
But don't have your hair cut off. Okay.
Can you see me?
Yes.
Yeah, I can see.
They're
I
laughing
see
because
it at the gig
Oh
serving.
no, I'm not a dancer. No.
Oh, you have a poll? Let me see. I didn't miss.
To everybody who's being kicked
You
out of the
pulling
stream,
out?
try refreshing the page.
But I'm not
Come
a
back
dancer.
in.
I promise I'm not. No.
She got a poll in her
Y'all
house.
keep hitting the like button. The
but
more
she's
likes
not a
we have, the
dancer.
more
No,
ridiculous we'll make the system look for them trying to play with us.
Okay.
Hit the like button.
So back to what kind of man you looking for?
Someone that's respectful, someone that like loves God, someone that like knows how to be a man. Let's see, well groomed. I'm sorry, Kendra. I'm like, what? I'm looking like, crazy right now. I'm sorry. But someone that's
You're fine. Just feel confident. Feel confident.
okay.
Okay.
Someone that I'm trying not to read these comments. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna turn the comments off for a second so you can stay focused.
Not practicing.
All right, we'll turn the comments off. All right, so now talk to me. All right, what kind of man are you looking for?
Someone that's loving, caring, someone that loves God. He carries himself well. He knows what he wants. Again, in this generation, when we consider dating, it's very hard right now, you know. But just someone that's like loving and just knows how to be a man. Again, because I've been married before, I'm just ready to try it all over again, you know.
Damn right.
But I want to do it right this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are your deal breakers?
Ooh, liars, multiple baby mothers, someone that doesn't know who they are and what they want.
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
Yeah. He needs to be well grown. He needs to, height is not too much of a big ordeal, but let me think. Just a nice smile, great personality, knows how to just keep himself up, and yeah.
Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
As long as he's financially stable, because I'm financially stable.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Oh God, Kendra. Oh my God. Oh God. You're gonna make me put my phone up. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Let's see. Oh gosh.
See, girl.
Okay.
Okay. Woo! See you, girl.
That's a
Put
big
that
batch.
butt in our face. We see you, girl.
Yes.
Oh, what?
Okay. Again. Shit. I just don't know I don't know. What are you women out here who are far at a physical disadvantage? What do you women think is out there? And I get it. Here's what's disturbing about this. You actually, if you were fit, people would care that your face card is actually not that bad. Like, your face card might be swiping but it doesn't matter. Because the thing that men actually make a long-term decision on, which is the body, you just said, fuck that. You were just like, I'm good. I already was married once. Now I'm supposed to be fit? What, like okay, like if you want men to be ambitious where men are expected to be ambitious, women have to be ambitious where women are expected to be ambitious, and it's not the same thing as men. It's oftentimes something different. Like when you go to the mall in the morning, you see women walking around and they have a baby stroller. They're married and they're still trying to stay fit for their guy. They're still competing, treating their guy like something to keep, something to look good for. Black women, you guys are expecting men to accept these raw ass deals where y'all are like huge or whatever, and then are like, be okay, be happy. This could possibly be what destroyed your marriage. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just saying. I said possibly because I don't know either of you, but I can make a strong assumption that the reason why your marriage suffered is that he probably maybe, especially with that face, if you were even 30% like lighter in weight than when he got with you and married you, you letting yourself go could be one of the biggest reasons why the marriage dissolved. Some guys, because they love their mother and they've fallen into the sisterhood shit, they'll leave the marriage and you'll never know that he left because you let yourself go. He'll figure out some other reason to leave you so that you don't feel bad about yourself. Then he'll leave and whatever. Some men can't sit around and watch a person let themselves go. crib smelling like brisket. Hey, listen, calm down. But you know, hit the like button, guys. Once we get to 100 likes, we really messing the system up. Let's get like 30 people to hit the like button, okay? They have to bring it, like, the more we bring people in, the more it's obvious that they're just dropping people out of here. Let's go ahead and spin the clip.
I didn't say you had to put the button on our face, honey.
Now, again, did y'all catch what Kendra G said right there? She didn't say that, like, you see how Kendra said, I didn't say that you had to do that. This is how Kendra G has to talk to black women all year long on her show. While black women are turning around saying, oh, I'm over, like, black men are over-sexualizing me. These rappers are over-sexualizing me. This, that, and the other is over-sexualizing me. All along, black women are giving themselves up for free. They're doing things and revealing themselves in ways, and nobody even asked them to. I feel really bad for you women who, like, in every other sense of the word, had you lost the weight, you would have been somebody guys would have been trying to go after because your face is symmetrical, got good lips, and nobody will even care now. And if one day your guy just, like, literally just lost all energy and enthusiasm and stuff like that, unless he's in the 1% of guys who just has to have his girl blown the fuck up, that probably is what hurt your marriage. White men are a lot more vocal about this, and they're not willing to play around about this. A white guy will tell a woman, I will leave you if you don't get fit. I won't sleep with you if you get fit. Some men are very militant on these things. I saw a thing on TikTok. They drugged this woman on TikTok because she had gained weight after she had a guy's baby. And then the guy said she's got 6 months to lose the weight or she's going to be alone with that baby. Of course, the internet went crazy, but not for the reason that you think. They actually bashed her because she lost the weight, saved her family, and they all told her, oh, you should have left his ass, girl. You should have.
My dog died alone.
You should have, not that you got yourself together, now you should leave him. Bunch of black women preying on the destruction of a family. Because black women don't think black men are worth that effort. That's the profound variable that you should pull from everything I'm trying to say right now. Black women don't find black men worthy of that extra effort, but they sitting there laid up with niggas wanting them like, yeah, and take care of me, nigga. It's disrespectful. It's disrespectful. Much love to Eric Cummings. He dropped $10 crew. You shout out my wife, Gigi, to get well. Get well, Gigi. I hope you get well, sister. I know Eric's gonna take care of you. Still sending my wishes anyway. Thanks, Eric.
No, you're good. You're good. Okay, we got you, honey. So this is Jazz, Atlanta, 28, accountant, no kids, divorce. When was your last relationship?
Back in January.
We gotta see your face, honey.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. I'm
Okay.
sorry. Back in January.
Back in January. Okay. You don't got to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time when you're intimate with someone?
Back in February.
Back in February. Okay. Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
I would say. I would say for me, I'm such a lover girl, right? So I gotta remember, right, that the past is past. Just keep pushing forward. So, I try not to judge people off of their past, right? Because I don't want anyone to judge me off of my past. But I just want someone that's healed. I guess that's the best way to put it. I just I'm tired of meeting people that's like, it's like trauma that they have, you know? I took the time to heal, so I just want someone that's like ready to like love and they're just ready for the real thing, right? Something else that I'm working on. I guess expressing how I really, really feel. I'm sorry, a little nervous. That's a good question.
Well, you only can think of 2 flaws.
2 flaws. I guess maybe just, I don't know.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
My dog died alone.
Again, guys, she's unaware of the main thing that is hurting her from getting the results that she wants. And I'm saying I blame this. I got to keep saying it. I blame the sisterhood. How does one find themselves so far from self-awareness? How does a woman find herself so far from the thing that hinders her from the thing she desires so badly? It couldn't be that there are a clan and a community of women, pandering preachers, and beta male men telling them that they're perfect no matter what. That's probably what it is. Everything around y'all tell y'all that no matter where you are, you get an out. That's how you end up divorced, back in the dating market, not knowing your greatest reason for not being successful. You sure you're not being fit isn't a flaw? You sure? You sure that's not a flaw? If you don't see that as a flaw, maybe you're one of those women that were like, oh, love is in the eye of the beholder and all that loser garbage. Or you're like, somebody will accept me like this. There is a guy who will accept you like this. But for some reason, he never has a lot of money. For some reason, it's never a wealthy guy. For some reason. Sometimes it is, but usually it isn't. And there's a reason why we say sometimes. And we speak in it because it's an outlier. It doesn't represent what typically happens. So it's not wise to use that as an example. It'd be smarter to use examples that we would see on a more frequent basis, now wouldn't it? Hit the like button, people.
I don't know, Kendra. I don't know. I feel like I've done the healing.
What are the 2 flaws you told me again?
I said, you know, just being able to accept people for who they are, right? Maybe that's one, right? To try not to judge what they went through as well. I guess because we're such in a crazy world of like people trying to love and like all of the shenanigans, right? You know, I don't know. I used to just run away from people that was just, it's trauma bond, you know? So I just, being able to just listen to people, right? Accept who they are, right? And try not to pass judgment. That's one thing. Another thing would be, let's see, maybe communication. We all need to work on communication.
Okay.
And another thing would be, I don't know.
Well, you gave me 3, right?
Because I feel like, Kendra, I really did the work. Kendra, I'm ready to find my person.
You a liar.
Now, I don't believe that you haven't done any work, but you haven't done the work that's important. You haven't done and not like that. Well, not the work that's important. Like not like the work that you did isn't important. The work that you did is important. But the things that will get you a man, I don't think you care about. Like being fit. You're hoping that some guy will just be like, you know what? I'll just accept that. Instead of being at your best. Instead of being at your best, you're looking for like a deal. You're not ready. You need to get fit. You need to go to the gym. You're not ready for a man right now. You need to go to the gym. You need to get fit. And I think the hook for the video was that she said that she can cook and she can clean and she knows how to be a wife. Ma'am, people care about what package that comes in. We don't want just anyone cooking, anyone just scooting and farting around our house. We care about how that woman looks. I don't think you women understand what it does to a man when he smells food being cooked and you look over into the kitchen and a woman's got on, booty shorts or something like that, and everything looks right and everything is just like pluck out, and everything is just, and you see a little back indenture, and you know what I mean? She's just standing and she's just, and the fact that she's doing something womanly and she turns you on at the same time. It's just something about it that just it makes coming home even a better thing. Depending and the better the woman, the better the experience, right? I know there are some men digging ditches, but they got a smile on their face because they got something tight and nice waiting back at home that'll make you want to cry. There used to always be some bubbly guy at the warehouses that I would work at back in the day when I was doing my 9-to-5 thing. And then I was like, man, this dude, like, man, I like him. He's cool. The next thing you know, some girl would come up, jiggling, her booty be swaying side to side, and everybody looking like, oh, who the fuck is that? And then she goes to his car, gives him a bunch of food and whatever, kisses him. I'm just like, oh, yeah, I get it. I get it. And some people would say, oh, that's superficial. That's all it takes for you to want to be a good man, blah, blah. For some men, yes. Fuck you. For some men, yes. Some of us know what it's like to have something so sexy laying in bed. You at work on an assembly line like, dude. Because when you get home, booty clapping sounds. We all know this. We all know this nice body confidence. A nice body can have a man strutting down the street different because the girl he sleep with is strapped. Do you understand me? You can have your man head held higher, maybe a more confident man because he was able to hook a good body instead of one that looks messed up. See, y'all don't understand the importance of this because you don't understand men and you don't care to. Every time we say what we are, you say that we're either misogynistic or that we're superficial, shallow. When we can't control these things, we're always going to be more physical and visual than you'll be emotional. Yet we're condemned for wanting to not like how you look coming out of the shower. It's a shame. It's a shame. We're gonna move on. I think we're done with her. We're gonna move on because we have quite a few archetypes to cover. So we're gonna move on. We have a lot of delusion. We have a lot of delusion running rampant. Much love to Daniel G. Cash App, stop the show. He says, keep up the good work. Much love, Daniel G. Appreciate you. You one of them ones. Interesting to see. All right.
Hi.
Hi. You got better light, baby? Go put the light in your face. Oh, there we go. That's way better.
Okay.
What's your name, honey? Is your name Nikki?
Yes.
All right, stay with the light in your face. Here we go. Nikki, where you calling me from?
Kendra G Singles, the dating app, is available now on iPhones and Android phones.
23?
Yeah.
23. What do you do for a living?
I'm working in a hospital as a mental health association.
Oh, you have an accent. Where are you from?
Haitian.
Oh, okay. Is there music on in the background?
Yeah.
You gotta turn your
It's probably
music off.
let me see if I can turn it down. It's my son over there.
You said it's for your son? Oh, our internet went out, honey.
Telling you, man, it's real.
All right, Nikki, try to call us back.
I'm sorry?
Wait, oh, is
And
it
I'm
back?
happy for you, man.
All right.
It's a motivating thing. It's a
Hello?
motivating thing.
Yeah.
Okay, we're
Your
back.
woman should be proud
You
of
ready,
herself.
honey? Ooh, it's a lot going on.
You're better off
Yeah.
because she takes care of herself. You're happier because she takes
You
care
turn
of
the music
herself.
off?
I turn it down. I mean, I can find it, but I try to turn it down. I don't want
I like to see my men
trouble.
fulfilled, going to work, coming home happy to
You
see what
still
they look
heard
at.
it? Because I just walked
It's a gift.
to see if I can be far away from it.
Come on, shorty, get it together. She is cute, but the blonde weave and the piercings gotta go.
See the remote.
Jesus. Been sitting in queue all this time just to fuck around.
Oh, I'm gonna be in my room because I can find a remote to turn the TV off. To see if you can still hear the music. I don't know if you can still hear the
I can
music
feel
from
No,
the
I
here.
think
struggle.
it's fine now. Okay, let's start.
Uh-huh.
All right, so we got Nikki, Jersey, 23, works at a hospital. Do you have any kids?
Yes, I got one.
How old is your child?
4 years old.
4 years old. Why are you not with the dad?
Don't
Don't have your head cut off, Nikki, honey.
Come down.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, there
that's
we
good.
go.
Yes. Why are you not with your... Make sure your hair is not cut off. Why are you not with the dad?
He used to abuse me, so we
go.
kind of not working. So
Okay.
God, I'm so tired of hearing this. I like, again, if this is the most common excuse for you women I stand with the father of your children, at what point are you brought into the accountability party? You guys are seeing something about these men that imply that they're aggressive men before you have the baby. I'm not buying. I don't know you, lady, and I'm not saying that this is you, but I'm saying I'm addressing all of you women collectively. All of you cannot be telling the truth just by numericals, like you just by laws of numerology. There's no way, no way. There's no way. There's no way that all of you didn't see anything. All of you didn't notice any microaggressions that would imply that this person would go upside your head. I'm just not buying it. I think y'all get with guys, y'all want sophisticated pookies or guys that kind of smell like danger. And then when that danger comes back to backfire on your ass, the next thing you know is going upside your shit. And here comes Ike Turner. Now y'all want to start crying and acting like you're a victim when you know what you put yourself in. You women get with men who are more hostile and more aggressive in their demeanor than other men because you think it's sexy or whatever until it's not working for you and it's actually working against you. Then you're like, oh, like he was this, he was that. I bet you he was all those things before the baby came into play. Now you're going to use things that that you had obviously seen from the start. You're going to try to use as the reason why you couldn't keep your family together. Why? So you don't have to take accountability. That's why. Much love to Slim the Major. He dropped 25, took the sponsor spot. He says, thanks. He said, this is for my boy. Get y'all passports. Much love. That's how to get your passport. And his girl who keeps her body in order. Let's get it. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Appreciate your support, you guys' consistent support. I'm glad you guys are taking some of the pressure off of the people who've been sponsoring the show lately. We've had pretty much the same sponsors lately. Nice to see some new people come up. Appreciate you. And that's definitely no swipe at our consistent donors. We love our people. Okay. Let's continue.
Okay. So Nikki, what's your zodiac sign?
I'm sorry?
What's your zodiac sign?
Oh, Scorpio.
Okay. So we have Nikki, Jersey, 23, Scorpio, works at a hospital, one child, that's 4. What kind of man you looking for?
I'm gonna say somebody that's working, educated, and like someone that's really looking for something serious, though.
Okay, something that wants somebody serious. What are your deal breakers?
Mm, I would say like good looking, and you don't have to have a lot of money, but you have to have a stable job.
You have to have a lot of money, but you gotta have a stable job. Okay. Should he look a certain way?
Just good looking. I don't really like big fat people. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to express it, but yes, I don't like I would like to have someone that's working out though.
Someone that's working out. No big fat people.
Nah.
Okay. Okay. Should he make okay, that was the next question.
Now, again, men don't even really have to be the fit person in the dynamic, but men aren't really put off by this. And you haven't you noticed how men are supposed to just take this? Men are supposed to just take this on the chin. Men are just supposed to deal with rejection exactly however it comes. But when a man says he doesn't want to date a fit woman, or a man says he doesn't want to date a woman who's overweight, all of a sudden he's a misogynist.
Question, should he make a certain amount of money?
Um, 100K years is fine.
Okay.
I beg your pardon?
Is that the minimum? 100K?
Yeah.
Did your child's father make 100K?
I don't really know how much he made, but he's taking care of his child, so that's all matter.
Okay.
Okay, well, no, it does matter. If who you had a kid with didn't make that, you don't get to hold the next man to that. She took that from Kevin Samuels, because Kevin Samuels would just flat out tell you that you don't get better than your baby daddy. That's Kendra G's way of stealing Kevin Samuels' work without stealing it. She did it with the Kendra Cam also. That's her way of saying dress, waist size, dress size, weight, height. Same thing Mr. Samuels said. Kendra gets to do all that just by saying Kendra Cam, thanks to Mr. Samuels. Now, what is wrong with a man? You already have a child. Much love to David Edwards. He dropped 20 on the show as well. Much love, David Edwards. 1%er, not to be messed with. Thank you very much, David. I lost my train of thought. Yeah. You already have a child, an illegitimate child. I don't know why women don't think that this lowers your dating market value, at least a ranking or two. I don't know why you women don't believe that when you have a child, another man's child that has to be taken care of, that comes into consideration when talking about your dating market value and who you qualify for in the dating market. That bears some relevance on that, on who you now qualify now that you have a child to take care of. Because now it's a six-figure man who's willing to be a stepfather. And I want to ask you something. You're an okay looking woman. You're not bad looking. You're not a baddie. I would say you're on the high side of average. You are a local favorite, is what I like to call it. You look good for your area, right? But again, your value doesn't cap much further over maybe $60,000, which is slightly above average. But it's not like you don't. But you don't get the six figure. You don't. And your reality is already showing you that in so many regards. Even though you probably look good to some of these six-figure earners, they probably hit it, peek into your life, see the baggage, see what they have to deal with. And the father's active in the kid's life. They see that they have to deal with another man. They're just like, well, there are a lot of other women who look good, but they don't have kids. And some guy some random guy I got to deal with.
Would you date a man that made less than 100K?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Now, don't set the bench, and that's good. That's good. That's good that you would date a man who make under 6K, but you don't get to set it high. You just get to be where you are. A lot of you women, you know that you qualify for 60 or 70, but you're gonna go for 100 just in case. Don't do that, because if you had a son, you wouldn't want him suckered into a worse deal or a less favorable deal. You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't want your son to get with a woman who is at a disadvantage when he could get with a woman who is not, especially if he's a rare man. Like, let's say your son is more rare than all the other young men in the community. You would want what's best for him. You would want the best possible suitor for him. You wouldn't want him to take care of another man's child, more than likely. But you want a six-figure earner to do that for you and your child. You want him to overlook all the women who didn't spoil their womb.
What's the age range you would date?
The age?
Yes.
I will say from 28, because I don't like people that less than me. So like from 28 to up.
Say it again.
From 28 to up.
From 28 to up. Okay. All right, let's do the Kendra Cam.
All right. See what she's
They're asking me, do you make 100K a year?
It depends. If that's gonna be depends how I work, but I could make it.
You a liar.
But since I have my sons and now I go to school, so I don't really do like a lot of double, but yes, I could make it.
So do you make 100K a year?
No. But I could make it if I work like doubles.
Okay, but you don't.
No.
Okay. But
you could make it if you work doubles. Yeah, ma'am.
You a liar.
You want the man to make 100K, but then you did say you're open if he made a little less.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay. Let me see, where do I stand?
Oh my God, where's the clothes?
I'm sorry, I was cleaning. So.
Okay. Oh, you look small. Okay.
Micah.
Aw, hi, baby.
I'm coming. Can you go watch Housekeeping? I'm coming.
He came in right during the Kendra Cam. We gotta find you a stepdaddy.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Nikki, Jersey.
Every time you see women's kids come into the scene, you see the same things. You see a lack of control of the household. And you see him, he saw that you were on live. The baby was damn near trying to like cover you up because he knows that you're not presentable. And again, ma'am, this also tanks your dating market value. Now the piercings, you're overexposing yourself. Now I know that you're hurting inside. You're lacking low self-esteem. You are prey for a pookie. You don't deserve the good men in the dating market. There are men in the dating market. The six-figure men for sure. These men, they care about the way that their women present themselves. They've worked really hard to become on top. Most of the time, maybe not on top in the world, but a lot of times in their community, they're some of the rarest men in their community. They didn't do all that to have some girl whose body's easily visible or their homie could come over and you're not decent. like how Ebony was in Players Club at Diamond's house. If I was Diamond, I would have shot Ebony that scene. It wouldn't have been no later beating the beat on Ebony. I would have shot Ebony the first time she came around Lance, like dressed like that. I'm not even a female to know that I don't got to be a female to know that I would have shot Ebony. She gonna say, Lance, he ain't shit. I'm like, bow, bow, bow. I'm like, Josh. I'm like, bow, bow, bow. Disrespectful. Some of you women just don't know how to be. Some of you women, you just don't know how to. And he was probably embarrassed. Like, I've seen younger kids like that growing up. I remember when I was a young man, sometimes you guys don't even understand how sexual some of us young boys at a young age. I remember my friend, I never forget this. My friend across the street, his mama was real fine, but she dressed real. She was a ratchet woman, but she dressed. This was probably what got me on ratchets. There was just so many ratchet mothers around me who were sweet and loving, but they were ratchet. They know how to present themselves. And I remember one time I fell on my bike, right? And my handlebars went loose. You know, you can fall and your handlebars, they come out of alignment. She came and helped me, right? My friend's mom came across the street, but it was hot that day. And she was kind of dressed similar to how this lady was dressing. And she put like, you know, she did that thing where she put like, she put like her crotch on both sides of like my tire to try to help me like, you know, realign my steering wheel. And my little shit was just as hard. She probably thought it was safe because she probably thought my mind was more innocent than what it actually was. But like, I'll never forget it till this day. Little sweat driplets on her, and she was in shape. She was a good looking woman. And her body was kind of like, I didn't know I had a type or what. I didn't even know I liked women's body until I saw that. And I was like, damn. Oh yeah, and the chest was right there. She was bending down to help me. You could see like, you know, that accidental cleavage. Oh my goodness. I don't care if you even got bee stings. I don't care if you got little trainer tits. I mean, it's just but the accidental helping me out cleavage. Oh. There are certain things men just aren't built to resist, fellas, and I know my lines. I just think I've seen a lot of women in my community. You dress like this. You're embarrassing your kids. And then you don't understand that there are perverted children like me around, and you all don't know. You don't know that some of us are wise behind our years when we're young, and you don't know. And this is how you over-sexualize your boys. This is what happened to R. Kelly. Miss Parker's a great example. It's a good example of like how women have been not like. That you haven't been aware of yourselves enough to know when you're causing harm to young people. I'm just saying. Let's get back. Let's
23
get back,
Scorpio works in the hospital. Okay, do you want more kids?
Probably one more or two.
Okay, one more or two. Could the guy have kids?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay. When was your last relationship?
When was that? Last year? No, 2023.
Don't have your head cut off, remember?
Oh,
Okay, 2023. Okay, 3 flaws you have to work on. 3 flaws you have to work on.
I'm sorry. What was that?
3 flaws you have to work on.
3 flaws I have to work on.
Yes.
How is that?
You don't know what a flaw is?
What the hell are you talking about?
I don't get the question. I'm sorry.
Okay, 3 things you have to improve on.
Like for me or for him? Like he got it. Like you have to.
Shame in your
No, for
ain't nobody
you.
shame. My dog died alone.
Okay. So I can say I'm a good worker. So I work. So if I'm with somebody, I'm not gonna like all on you. And I also like a good partner. I support my partner.
No.
So I got your back.
Three flaws and three improvements are things that you're not doing great at that you gotta do better.
Oh, what is that? I'm not doing good. Um, I don't really know. Like two things I'm not doing better. I mean, I am not always on time. Like if I have to go somewhere, I always late. So I'm working on that though.
Not reliable.
And
Stay
Okay.
in the light, honey. Stay in the light.
oh, sorry. Oh, I don't really like cooking though. That's another thing.
You don't like cooking,
Yeah.
okay?
And
Ma'am, why the hell would I have you in my house? What I'm trying to figure out is this is gold. This is gold. Like, do black women, do you all really think we're going to marry you and you don't want to listen to us? You don't want to cook for us? What do you all think we have you all? You're not there just to cook, but you're there to be of some use. This is not attractive. I think you ladies need to understand how bad this sounds. This is the equivalent of a guy being like, you know what, man, I'm a good guy in every other sense of the word. But when it comes to ambition and making money, that's just not really my thing. And I'm not really into making money. I like to just make enough to pay my bills, give me some beans and some bread. I'm very content. I don't. Sometimes I don't even like to work. I save up my money so I don't even have to work. Then I got to find another job. That's just me. Love me. Love me. Right? They're like, nigga, love me.
I don't know. I know I like cooking, but I like cleaning, so I always clean and stuff. So
Oh, yeah. Somebody says, what about the kid? Oh, yeah, I forgot. He's somewhere hungry than a bitch. He know all the door. He high-fiving all the door dashers like, see you next week, Mike. I forgot. Shit, Dylan, I forgot about him. He be hungry. How do you women keep children? How do you keep children alive? That's why he wouldn't respect you when you was on the phone. His brain synapses aren't firing right. He's malnourished. His shit ain't working right because he hungry.
and what else?
So
I don't know.
just two flaws.
Yeah.
Ooh, child.
That's why these
Well,
kids' favorite color be
okay,
Walmart.
I'm gonna let it go because we gotta go to YouTube. But when you're not able to answer the three flaws question, it always reveals how much people don't self-assess. And I say this every night. And I feel like self-assessment is so important because the more you self-assess yourself, the more you can make improvements to be a better candidate for someone if that's what you really desire.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you, Nikki?
Me. Can you repeat that for me?
Why would a guy be lucky to be with you, honey?
Why would the guy like to be with me?
Why would a guy be blessed to be with you?
Oh, all right. Because I am a good partner, so I support you. I got your back when you're falling. And then, as I said before, I like working, so it's not going to be all on you.
No. See, again, what you modern women have to realize is that we don't care if the bills are all on us as long as we get something for it. You non-cooking women, you guys are going to be homeless. You all think that you think that where you lack, where women are supposed to be strong, you can just go get a job. Where a lot of men are good on that. Some men are okay with it. Some men are like, okay, I can cook my own food. Bitch, you gonna help me with these bills. I'm not talking about him. The majority of the guys in the dating market, they're perfectly okay with paying the whole thing a lot of the times. If they get something for it, let the woman be snatched. Like, let her body be like what Get Your Passports was talking about. And be cooperative. And be like a woman who don't get on his nerves. You don't touch his shit. You leave him alone. You don't kill his vibe.
I'm sorry. So yeah, I think that's it.
You think that's okay? We'll download the app, figure out your name, and then you let me know, okay?
All right.
All right, bye.
Kendra G Singles, the dating
Okay.
app.
No. Okay. Now we gotta go to we gotta go to the feature presentation. Yeah, let's just get there. Let's get there. Cash apps are the only thing that stopped the show. This is usually where I go into a flow state. Hit the like button. Now, I have a theory that I've come up with that younger black women, the age 19 to, I don't know, 30, these women are starting to sound actually wiser and more ready for marriage than baby boomer women. And I know exactly why this is. Why the younger women are starting to be more up to speed on men than the women who are supposed to be helping them out. It's because the women who are supposed to be helping them out are more committed to the ongoing rebellion against black men that we don't even really know why black women are in rebellion to black men the way that they are. They just are. And again, it's the lack of accountability. Black women never being able to be corrected is why situations like this can happen, where you have women like this, again, so far from self-awareness. I'm going to show you what I mean.
Important to daughters and sons, okay? And shout out to the stepfathers. Someone said shout out stepfathers too. I can't see your face. Say, we can't see your face. I ain't gonna play no games with y'all tonight, child. I ain't gonna read them. Ooh. Thank you. Oh, shout out to the people whose fathers are, I think they meant Jesus. He said shout out to the Heavenly Father. Let me see, you must have an update. Have you been here before?
No, I was on your app.
Oh, I feel like I seen you. Were you in the group?
Yeah, I was in your app.
Like, there's something. I was like, I know you. All right, how do you pronounce your name?
It's Laura.
Laura, okay, you ready to do it for the world?
Yeah, I guess.
Let's do it. How old are you, honey?
I'm 47.
47. And where you calling us from?
Alabama. I hear like an echo. Do you hear an echo?
Not a terrible one.
Okay. I don't know.
It's fine for me.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Okay. Because I have my earpiece in, so.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I'm going to take this off. I'm going to take this off.
Maybe it's your Bluetooth. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you the first time.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right. So
I'm
Laura
ready.
47. Okay. You ready now, honey?
I can't hear you.
I can hear you. Oh, you can't hear me. I can hear you.
Hold on. I'm so sorry. This is so embarrassing. Okay. I'm ready.
You can hear me now?
No. Can you? I see your mouth moving.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Okay, well, you got to fix your audio because I got questions. So we can't do the interview if you can't hear me, honey.
Should I come? You want me to come back?
Yeah, I think just take your headphones off. Turn your Bluetooth off.
Okay.
Is your Bluetooth, you got to turn your Bluetooth off.
Okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. It's very low, but it's okay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. All right, here we go. So Laura 47, where are you calling us from?
Alabama.
Alabama. How old are you? Told me that. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Libra.
A Libra. Excuse me. You have any kids?
I have 3.
3? How old are your 3 kids?
29, 27, and 17.
Okay. 29, 27, and 17.
All
about the same man?
No. 3 men. 3 men.
You ever been married?
Yes, twice.
Twice. So when
Now those sound like that sounds like really bad. That sounds like really bad stats. But there's something about you. Just have enough experience. I can tell you're probably a really good mother. It's just beside the point, you know. I hope that I don't know. I just hope that much love to Harry Hogan. He dropped 25 on this show. Much love. We might make gold. He says her shirt says it all. Yeah. Yeah, I knew you guys weren't gonna let that slide. I'm about to get her, Harry. I'm about to get her. I can tell that y'all see I was trying to lead up in a positive way. I'm about to get her, Harry. Don't worry. Thanks, Harry. Thank you for that contribution. Okay. I hope that this shirt isn't referring to anything involving your dating market history. Because having 3 kids and by 3, like I bet it's what the other girl said, right? Abuse. And I'm just guessing. But the shirt is very telling. I wouldn't have said that had you not have worn the shirt. You wore the shirt. So the shirt can come with some implications that could be false, but I'm going to throw some out there. You're trying to imply that you've been in some DV scenarios, that you've survived. You're wearing this DV survival billboard, okay? But that's not going to... See, what you women don't understand is when you have 3 kids by 3 different men, that's always going to reflect poor decision-making. That's going to be the perception. There is no context to clean it up a lot of the time. But I will say, to be a single mother with really bad dating roster, and your stats aren't the greatest, right? You got a lot of technicals and stuff like that. Your demeanor is very calm, humble, almost nowhere. Single mothers could benefit from learning how to at least exist when you know you haven't been perfect in your past. The issue with single mothers a lot of times is you women think you can have the same level of bravado, confidence, and arrogance as women who have not soiled their uterus. I'm here to tell you that's not the truth. I'm here to tell you that when you have children by other men, sometimes often lesser men, you should probably be humble. Like Kendrick say in the song, sit down, be humble. There are some guys in the comment section who like how you look at 46. I think that they like you because they think you look like a freak.
But yes, I'm very serious about my meat. Yeah. What's wrong with that?
And again, and oftentimes men are aware of the fact that as you women get older, you get freakier. As you get older, you get freakier. Much love to Big Biz 800. He says, proud of you, brother. Keep doing your thing. Much love to you. Thank you, Big Biz. I appreciate you. Oh, I gotta put the new amount up there. We're at 78. We're about 22 from goal. I'm pretty sure I'm coming back no matter where we do though. At this point, I'm coming back. Somebody said, Thon, stop telling. All right, my bad. Let's go.
When did you get divorced last?
2012. Yeah,
Oh,
2012.
Sexuals.
All right. And what you do for a living?
I'm HR.
HR. All right. So we got Laura, 47, is a Libra, lives in Alabama, mom of 3 kids by 3 men, has been married twice, and works in HR. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
A Christian man, one that loves the Lord and is not ashamed of it.
Okay, no, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this because listen, I haven't been out of Christianity that long to where I don't remember which women are allowed to speak and which women are not allowed to speak. You women who had 3 kids by 3 different men, back when I was growing up, back when church was real and actually was about something, they wouldn't have let you come inside. They wouldn't even let you come. Remember in the beginning of Fighting Temptations, or what's that movie? That god awful terrible movie with Cuba Gooding Jr. and Beyonce. Is it Fighting? It's not Fighting Temptations. Is it Fighting Temptations? It's something about a choir, something like that. And I forgot what reference I was getting ready to reference to Fighting Temptations. I forget. It'll come back to me. But man, oh no, I remember what I was referencing. Remember the beginning scene where the mom wanted to be like an R&B singer or something like that, and they found out that she was an R&B singer, and then all the church members, they ganged up on her. Faith Evans played the character. And then they all gang up on her, right? And they're like, yeah, you can't be out here like being an R&B singer and singing at these nightclubs. And she was like, bitch, I got bills. Like, she was looking at them like, I got a life to keep up. And I like, this is paying the bills. I like coming to church, but coming to church don't pay the bills. She left the church. But what I'm saying is that like back in the day, church used to have, this is why nobody respects the church anymore. The church is a joke because y'all let anybody come in there and like sit at the head of the table and be like, Sophia here now, Sophia here. Fighting Temptations, right? He's like, she needs a Christian man, but broke her home twice. It's like, for real, man, that's real though.
My dog died alone.
That's real though. You don't get to like stand on religious, moral high ground, and you have 3 different failed families. You don't get to get the guy who's like spiritually at the best place he can be at a lot of the times, whatever that means, or the guy who's real holy and only got like one body. You're probably gonna get with somebody who's got a similar situation, probably. If you get with anybody at all, because you black women are so rebellious nowadays, you just end up by yourself. Yeah, Beyonce's acting was abysmal. in that movie. It was good. It wasn't a horrible movie, but I can do without Beyonce's acting in most cases. The only time Beyonce did a good job acting, hell, was in Cadillac Records. Cadillac Records was when she played Etta James. That was probably the best she did.
One that is truthful, someone that likes to have deep conversations, someone that is trustworthy. Yeah, the most important thing is that they got to love God. I mean, and he's got to be first in their lives. And they have to have an active relationship with him. And I'm talking about Jesus, Christian.
Okay. I'm not sure if I remember. Are you on a celibacy journey?
Yes.
Okay. So when was the last time you was intimate with someone?
Probably a year ago.
You a liar.
Oh,
A little
okay.
over
Oh,
a
I
year
thought it
ago.
was years.
Ma'am, you women are too precise because a body costs too much in social currency and emotional currency for you women. You women know almost down to the hour and second when the last person you slept with. See, one thing we know before Kendra G asked that question is we know that you women are sure when the last time was. If you say probably, I smell deception. Don't say probably, because some of us really, 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 really understand women. And we understand that, like, you women are very emotional about when y'all crack that thing open, especially when y'all get older. Because I believe in my research has shown me that as women get older, you actually get more apprehensive about what you show. It goes in reverse. You know, like when you were young, you were kind of nervous about what you showed, and you finally get out there, you show some stuff, and you get comfortable in your own skin in between like 20s and 30s, then 40s, you get in the back end, and then you're like a little kid again. It's the cycle of life. You're back scared to cover. You're like, I don't want anybody to see this. I'm like, I've changed. I've had a kid and whatever. You have new things to be what you were when you were a young person. That beautiful cycle of life. Much love to the Mrs. Reaper. He says she needs a Christian man, but broke her home. Oh yeah, I already read that. Thank you for that. It's just that beautiful cycle of life. Hit the like button, guys. We have 300 people in the room. We haven't had a good turnout like that in a while. Let's keep the engagement high. Welcome to everybody in the room. If you're new, hit the subscribe button.
So a year ago, are you not having sex unless you get married again, or that's not a rule?
You said what?
I said, are you not having sex unless you get married again, or that's not the rule?
Yes, that's the rule.
I beg your pardon?
Okay. You made
No, ma'am. No, absolutely not. You don't, like, again, Christians, Christians, I need y'all to come out and shame her like how y'all are supposed to shame her. Come on. We're the Christians. Like, you guys aren't supposed to let her stand out in the forefront of, like, celibacy. What does that say to the younger women in the community? That you can have 3 kids by 3 different men and then hold the respectable men in the dating market to a sexless dating experience? Come on. Come on. That's not fair. Like, that's not fair. Ma'am, please. Much love to Patrice O'Neal. He did great work in men advocacy, even when he didn't know he was doing it. Even when he was just trying to be funny. He would use the whole stale Cracker Jacks analogy, that men don't want to get the prize at the bottom of a box of stale Cracker Jacks. Why would it? Because, yeah, why would a man, men aren't looking to get to the prize in a box of stale Cracker Jacks. You can't make a box of stale Cracker Jacks more alluring because you're saying that someone can't have it. We still know that it's stale. And in this regard, used. We still know it has usage. 3 different men bust good ones inside it. and and then created a baby that walks around, and now they're men who drive cars and got hair on their nuts or whatever, and like, you think you get to be like, yep, I did all of that, and you get to hang around me for the whopping price of my personality. Bitch, I mean, I'm trying to be respectful, but this is disrespectful to men. To expect that men, it's no different than the heavy women who expect younger men to accept a raw deal, or the single mothers who expect men to accept a raw deal they wouldn't want their sons to accept. It's no different.
So you made that rule a year ago.
Yeah, well, it was about it's been a year now, yes.
Okay. So you've been married twice. So, I mean, you know how to get married. So, okay. So I wanted to start. The only reason I brought that up is because
not a skill.
Whenever people usually stand on the religion and just, you got to be about Jesus, that usually comes up later. So I just wanted to get that information now. So no sex unless you get married again.
Yeah, that's it. And I know that's something that a lot of people don't understand or don't agree with. I don't care. And if you don't like it, that's just not for you then. And I'm okay with that.
You know what's interesting?
You don't have to worry, ma'am. There are plenty of men who will not be okay with that. Don't worry. The dating market will show you quick enough that there are not a lot of respectable men who you would actually respect who would accept that deal. There's some men who you won't respect who will accept that deal, and that's the issue. The guy who's beta enough and agreeable enough, you're going to want to bite his head off because he continues to do only what you want, and that's not what women are attracted to. That's why yes men die so hard in the dating market. King Harold says, let me quote Kevin Samuels, you don't get to have a kid and come back into the dating market with closed coochie. You need to give that away. Yeah. You just, I mean, ma'am, and again, you're in a dating market where men have, the way you guys have all come together on really, really bad ideas, men have come together on very, very reasonable ideas. And I can prove it. I can prove it because you women are so upset that men are listening to podcasts nowadays. You don't want to date men who are thinking about this. You don't want to date men who are being careful. You want men at a disadvantage, not thinking about all the possible pitfalls of dealing with certain kinds of women. So that men can be vulnerable and giving y'all that free chivalry you didn't appreciate 20 years ago. That's why there are older men who even pull up to my show to like to just to listen to me cook, because the women of some of the women back in the day didn't even appreciate what a man was. You can, and I'm here to say something else, black women. Saying something that's unreasonable and putting a little bit of stank on it doesn't make it more reasonable. Saying something and acting like you standing on business and being willing to lose does not make you more reasonable or move you any more further or closer to the truth. It's very shameful.
Is I did have a guy, and this is the guy that everybody wanted, child, that came on the show. I think I'm not sure if he had kids. I think he might have had a kid, but he was a guy that also was saying he wasn't having sex at, what's his name? Andre. This guy was on my show. He was 40, and he said he's trying to wait to have sex so he gets married too. So it's not just women say that. And I think he was married or something. So Andre 7 on the Kendra G Singles dating app. Send him a message, girl. Okay, back to you. All right. What are some other deal breakers?
Really liars. People who aren't authentic to if they're not authentic, so they come off as like, oh, I'm one way, and then later on they turn and become Satan.
Okay, so don't be Satan undercover, child. Okay.
Yeah, just be who you are. And also no smokers. Absolutely no smokers. I don't care if it's I'm not 420 friendly, so I don't want anybody that smokes. I'm not saying that drinking is bad, but not somebody that drinks every single day.
This is why this is why a lot of you older women are losing in the dating market. It's all these standards and baggage that younger women don't have. This is why the men who are in your age demographic go to different women. I'm about to put myself in focus.
Somebody that has a job, just the regular stuff, a career, not what, yeah, that's it.
Okay. Okay. Should he look a certain way?
Yeah, it's all the baggage. It's all the extra standards. Again, my camera's kind of tilted. I'm gonna fix it. There are plenty of men who just on occasion enjoy a cigar. Now, as women get older, I'm okay with the fact that as you get older, you want to live a certain way. That's called being stuck in your ways. It's almost more than a figure of speech when it's so damn accurate. How people, the places and stages people eventually get to. But this is what makes younger women more desirable. This is why even I'm pretty sure you, like Kendra G, you have a boatload of 40 to 55-year-old men who you can't stand because those men rather deal with women under 35. I'm going to tell you why. It's because guys aren't getting on any woman's page, especially the high-earning, rare, sophisticated men or the men who have something to offer and they know it. They're not getting on your page. It's a matter of you can get on theirs. This is an issue with you guys being masculine. Maybe not masculine in the sense to where you act like a guy and you're ready to throw the ones or whatever, but you're masculine in the way you think. You think that somebody's going to get on your terms and get on your shit. Feminism played at all the women, but black women, you guys really took feminism and adopted it and started thinking that men actually have to listen to y'all asses. And that's not true. That's actually not true, actually.
No. I actually kind of like a guy with like a little belly. I think I'm okay with that.
He's okay with it?
That's the rule.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You made that, so you made that rule a year ago.
Yeah, well, it was about it's been a year now, yes.
Okay. So you've been married twice, so I mean, you know how to get married. So, okay, so I wanted to start. The only reason I brought that up is because whenever people usually stands on the religion and just, you got to be about Jesus, that usually comes up later. So I just wanted to get that information now. So no sex unless you get married again.
Yeah, that's it. And I know that's something that a lot of people don't understand or don't agree with. I don't care. And if you don't like it, that's just not for you then. And I'm okay with that.
You know what's interesting is I did have a guy, and this is the guy
able to travel. So travel is a big thing for me because I kind of like to do it. But you have your own place.
Goodness, this woman is half 100. Y'all, I've told y'all, us coming up with the Travelicia theory and the Travelicia name was gold. They continue to prove it over and over and over again. Black women put more emphasis on a man's ability to travel than his ability to be stable and a good man over time. And again, this guy who can afford to take you wherever you want to go even once a year, that's not the guy who's going to listen to your standards. This is where masculinity kills in dating, not just with black women, with all women. It's that willingness to think that your say goes also. Good luck. Good luck, man.
And you can afford to pay your bills. and afford to go out and do extracurricular activities.
Okay. All right, so no dollar amount, just be able to do those things.
No dollar amount.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Can.
Okay.
What's your shirt say? I came, I saw.
Do you see
in
it?
great shape. I came, I saw, I had anxiety, so I left. Ooh.
Yeah.
Let's get one straight.
Hey, it looks
Crack
good,
this
like
cheek.
you're very small.
Was that good?
Yeah, that was great.
Okay.
Laura, what's the age range you would date?
You know, I am okay with someone that is, I would say like 38 to 58.
38 to 58. Okay. Should he be in Alabama?
No.
No, he shouldn't be.
No, and you don't have to be. You don't ever have to come to Alabama. Yeah.
Well, how would y'all? So you will always travel to him?
No, I'm just kidding. They definitely, absolutely do not have to be from Alabama. I'm not from Alabama. I just live here, so.
So okay, are you willing to relocate? What?
Ma'am, again, I'm with who down here got a problem. Yeah, I'm with you, man, whoever you are. Yeah, 38. Man, what are you thinking this is? What are you thinking this is? That's a guy who's in the prime of his life. He's not looking to take your ass around the country. He can't smoke around you because you say so. Like, what do y'all think men are? What do y'all, especially men who are seasoned and have lived, who have gone through some things, and they found themselves in a good financial situation where they can buy 2 plane tickets all the time. What do y'all think this is? I tell you what, the crack on the street is awesome. Like, it's just like some of the best brand that's ever been out there. And you women are getting your hands on it. I can tell. It's the stuff that you all say. My God. It's what you think is possible.
How would it work if I get serious? Yes.
Yes, I will relocate.
Okay. So now we got to it. So you prefer a man out of Alabama and you are willing to move to him?
Absolutely.
Okay, all right. She ready to pack it up, fellas. Okay. When was your last relationship?
It was over a year ago.
Okay. And we did it earlier when we did your last time of intimacy. 3 flaws you have to work on.
She might have dentures. That's what I'm not mad about.
Okay,
It's the other stuff I'm mad about. She's old. She's supposed to have dentures.
I tend to, when I talk,
For real,
I'll
the
take
first
pauses,
stuff that hit the
and that
screen.
annoys people because I kind of think before I talk, and so I'm constantly like pausing, and I also have to give backstory. So normally when I'm going to tell you something, if I be like, oh, Kendra, let me tell you the story, but first let me give you the backstory. So I have to give you the backstory before I actually tell you what I tell you, and that annoys people a lot. But it gives context, so I have to do it. But that's a flaw.
You don't have to do anything.
And another flaw is I think that I'm pausing again because I'm trying to think my thoughts through. I won't say that I'm late all the time, but I have been told on occasion that I am late, and it tends to annoy people.
Okay. So
I'm working on it really, really hard though.
You're working on it. Okay, got it.
Okay, man. It's like you can't make this up. The women in our community, they don't cook. You can expect basically nothing in return. Like they don't cook. They think you're gonna follow a bunch of their rules, especially older black women, man. Older black women are for real good. Cause y'all be thinking somebody's about to listen to y'all. Y'all think somebody's about to like follow your rules. That's just not how it works. Men make the rules. And I'll tell you why. Because nobody's getting in a relationship or getting married unless a man says so. That's why. And no matter where feminism has come to, and you women and your money and your degrees, nothing's changed. Who calls the shots around here when it comes to dating and relationships and marriages? Men call the shots in dating and relationships and marriage. Men decide if women get married. So, as an older post-war woman in the dating market who has found yourself single, I would say you should really think about who really has the leverage in this scenario. And as you think about that, start thinking about all those little rules and stuff that you keep thinking of that you think somebody cares about, especially stuff about smoking and stuff. That stuff you just really can't afford. Much love to Jacob. I don't want to mess up your name. It's a very cool name. I'm going to call you Jacob C. Much love. Appreciate you very much. He dropped 25. He says, making sure you may go. Thanks for the lives. Thank you very much, Jacob. I'm glad you appreciate it. We will be here tomorrow, right at the bell. And I was probably going to come back anyway, but he just wanted to make sure. And I appreciate you guys. I was going to come back anyway because, you know, y'all my people and we were close enough. I wasn't going to trip off that $20, but thank you very much, man. I was going to come back tomorrow anyway because I've been feeling good and having a good health run right now. So while I'm feeling good, I'm giving you guys the best of what I got. I'm going to continue to keep pumping these shows out as much as I can, especially if you guys are supporting them. So thanks, guys. Hit the like button anyway out of the room. Also the subscribe button if you're new to the platform. It's DonLexy. Until next time, thank you.